Hello, and welcome to podcast episode 2 for con-j.b. So my last episode, I said welcome to the con-j.b blog, but then I realized this is going on YouTube. Most people will probably watch it on YouTube and not my blog, but I do have a blog where I post everything. It will include music and reviews and things like that. So there is a link in the description of this video and the link is on the video itself. So check that out. Just made it yesterday and here we are, podcast episode 2. So I woke up way before my alarm this morning, because I had a really weird dream, and all morning I have just been thinking about dreams. I had a dream that I was walking down the street with a friend at night, and this is a friend I haven't seen in quite some time. And we were walking and we said goodbye. It was really weird, but we got on the phone once we left. And I was, walking home on the phone talking to this friend, and it's really dark. I remember it being really dark and kind of freaking me out how dark it was because there were no street lights or anything, right? So, I'm on the phone. This cat freaks out too. We're both kind of freaking out because it's so dark. This cat jumps on my head. It jumps on my head and starts clawing at my scalp. And I can, in the dream, I can feel the pain of the claws digging into my scalp. And I remember telling my friend on the phone, I'm like, yo, I'm probably going to die. Can you please let my family know I am on this street? Uh, I'm at this location. I'm losing consciousness. And in the dream, I remember going in and out of consciousness. I remember, uh, you know how when you watch a movie, someone gets, I don't know, like shot or something or punched, and they kind of go in and out, in and out. That's how I was in the dream. And I know a lot of you, everyone probably, has had a really weird dream kind of along these lines, but it fascinated me that I could feel the pain because a couple nights before I had a dream that my teeth were falling out, which was freaking me out because I would like to think I have really good dental hygiene. I brush twice a day for a few minutes, each time. And, I have a really nice electric toothbrush. It's the Philips Sonicare. I think it's a Sonicare or Sonic Care. I'm not really sure. I haven't really paid attention. But I brush my teeth. I have you know, good dental hygiene. So I was having this dream that my teeth were falling out, and I would wake up freaking out, checking all my teeth, immediately brushing my teeth. But of course, brushing your teeth isn't the only thing that keeps your teeth healthy, calcium and things like that. Um, and of course, I don't know, drinking water with fluoride can destroy your teeth, the enamel on your teeth, and all that stuff. So I know it's more than just brushing your teeth, it's also like diet and other health conditions. But I remember shattering the teeth, my teeth in one of those dreams because I've had multiple episodes where I would dream about my teeth falling out. And one of them, my teeth shattered. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, how do your teeth just like shatter? That's weird. And they were sharp and it was just freaking me out. Um, so I woke up and I realized I had been grinding my teeth in my sleep. And I know people in my family have sleep apnea. So I'm thinking it could be sleep apnea. Sleep apnea where you have trouble breathing in your sleep. It's kind of scary. It's kind of scary that our body just has these weird, you know, episodes while we are sleeping. Supposedly the most relaxing part of your day or life is sleeping. And then, of course, the scariest things happen to me when I sleep. And a lot of it, according to what I've read online, a lot of it can be due to stress. If you just started school, if you have finals, if your job's stressing you out. I mean, there are more things that stress us out than school and work, family issues, friend issues, depression, anxiety, things like that. So, I mean, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of reasons for why we could be stressing in our sleep. Stress in general, you know, uh, there's always something to be stressed about. And I think that's why people probably practice meditation because you can't really shut your brain off. There's not really a moment in our day where we shut our brain off. At least not for me. Even when you're sleeping, you're dreaming of things that are stressing you out. I have things going on in my life that are stressing me out. Situations with people, things that I've been worried about, and they occur in your dream. Those people show up. And, I've had dreams about, ex-girlfriends coming up to me and apologizing to me. And then I wake up and I'm like, huh, is that the way, is that the universe's way of telling me that one of my exes is going to apologize to me? And of course they never do because it's a dream. It's your brain. It's your consciousness. It has nothing to do with the universe or whatever. The universe is indifferent to what we do in our lives. It doesn't care. you know that's just your brain hoping for closure. um which is there are so many superstitions. I'm kind of going on a rant here, kind of all over the place, but there are so many superstitions that we have. uh Like, for example, following your zodiac sign, your sun sign, your moon sign. I mean, a lot of it's scientific because you are studying the stars and the alignment of the stars and the day on which you were born. I mean, could kind of bring in the same energy as other people that were born on that day, even if it was in a different year, different place on Earth, which is very interesting. Um, I haven't really looked into the science behind zodiac signs, but things like tarot cards, kind of flipping over a card and determining your fate. I was thinking about that because I had an app on my iPhone where you check your daily tarot cards. Sometimes they were accurate. I would say 50% of the time they were, but I think that's because one, they are very broad. They're giving you, hope or saying, "Oh yeah, today's going to be a good day because you're going to do great at work." Well, I can determine if I have a good day at work or not. That's really up to me. But sometimes it'll say things like your lover is thinking about if they want to be in the relationship with you or not. And I mean, let's be real. I don't care how much you love somebody. You have moments of doubt always. If you're not married to somebody, you're determining determining in your head whether or not you're going to stay with that person, because ultimately the goal is to get married or just have a long partnership, whatever. Um, so that getting that tarot card, you're thinking, well, I would hope they are. I would hope they're not blindly, dating me just because they want to date. You wanna know that you're kind of beating out the other options. I think that's very normal. People are so weird about relationships, especially at my age. Um, and they're people in their 20s. This is a weird time to date. Because I'm at the age where I'm in college. Um, a lot of people are graduating and they're getting their quote unquote dream jobs, or working towards getting their dream job by moving into the industry that they've, studied for years. And this is a really important time. And I thought I turned off iMessage. This happened in the last podcast. Well, anyway, it's a really weird age because a lot of people are working really, really hard to establish themselves in their field. And it seems like a lot of my friends are in serious relationships or getting married, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to knock it. It's not like a jealousy thing. It's just I've been in multiple relationships since I've graduated high school, which was a few years ago. And since then, I don't know, marriage was never really a goal for me. It was more of just something that would happen. Naturally you'll just meet somebody and now, excuse me. But now it's like we're forcing relationships, like we desperately want love. We're getting on Tinder, we're trying to find that perfect person, and now there's Bumble. And Bumble, you can put in more intimate details like your religion and your political uh party, your political views, your height, your I don't think there's weight. I think there might be weight on there. But your height, um I don't know. I was just like I was watching Mad Men, which is one of my favorite shows. I mean, I finished it and probably gonna rewatch it sometime, but they would just go up to people, and this is in the 60s. The 60s. In the 60s, they were just going up to people at work, at bars, other places, and just talking to people. And they would just look at each other. They would give each other seductive looks, glance from over the other side of the bar. I mean, of course, they did some pretty not so good things on Mad Men. There was a lot of cheating and things like that. And a lot of people were getting divorced, but you also have to remember they were working in an ad agency in New York. I mean, the show's called Mad Men, they were also drinking and smoking like 24/7. But anyway, I remember in the show, people would just meet each other. They weren't really hooked up. I mean, there are a couple people in the show that were hooked up, but people were hooking up, but they weren't getting hooked up. Like they weren't getting hooked up, or they weren't getting set up on dates. I guess that's a better way of saying it. They weren't getting set up on a date. But I don't know. I just think a lot of people would desperately want love, and I think you need to really learn to love yourself, learn to be alone, you know, learn to enjoy life, find hobbies that you are really interested in. Find things that can fill your time, not to fill your time, not that your time needs to be filled, but just because there are things that you want to learn. I mean, if you're in your 20s and you're done finding new hobbies, you might as well just give up now because you have this is the beginning of life, your 20s. We just finished the tutorial, which is elementary school, middle school, high school. College is kind of like the final step of the tutorial, but, um, college determines if you're gonna go on a you're gonna play on hard mode, but, and of course, if you don't go to college, then you really are playing on hard mode because you probably work at a job that you don't like unless you have certifications. But anyway, I'm going on another rant. Um, Point is, you should learn to just enjoy what you do, enjoy your routine, enjoy going out with your friends, enjoy just being. And I know a lot of people that aren't satisfied with being. And as someone who had a lot of anxiety growing up, I've kind of learned to put that anxiety into projects because you can really sit around with your anxiety and drive yourself crazy. You know, you can lay in bed, uh, play on your phone, scroll through Twitter, Reddit, whatever, and drive yourself insane because you're not really distracting yourself. You're just masking this anxiety. And of course, you should see a professional, a health professional. I'm not saying you shouldn't seek help. Definitely seek help if you feel like you have anxiety or depression because it's not hard. I mean, it is hard to deal with on your own, and it's still hard to deal with help. Um, so definitely seek professional help. But what I'm saying is, you need to keep yourself active because the less active you are, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You know, um, trying to remember how I went from relationships to anxiety. I think that, we're seeing a lot of people my age claim to have anxiety and depression, and I don't think it's false. I think most people do have anxiety and depression. Maybe not like severe depression, but I think if you went up to most people would say, I'm not happy. You know, I'm not happy. And I think that's because, well, I'm not even going to try. This is a podcast, so I'm allowed to say my opinion. But I think that a lot of it is due to we are for one, we have more options. You know, there's less mystery to life, or we would like to think there's less mystery. You know, we're getting on Tinder, we're forcing what we call love. There's just so many things we have to keep up with. Social media like Facebook. I deleted my Facebook. Facebook is stupid. But Twitter, oh no, I didn't get 50 likes or 25 retweets. Oh no. My stuff sucks. My YouTube video only got 50 views. My YouTube videos suck. Or, no one likes my pictures on Instagram, but they like her pictures. They like his pictures on Instagram. Oh, and so are in a relationship. They're holding hands. They're they're engaged. They're doing this. They're at the movies together. They're at the bar together. Oh no, where's my lover? We're seeing it, and I think back then we didn't have to see it. You were in your home. Like if your friend wanted to tell you they were dating somebody, they'd call you on their landline phone, say, "Hey, man," and of course it would ring really loudly before you would go answer. Now your phone vibrates and there's a picture. But I think people need to learn to be alone, Learn to be happy on your own. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. I'm just saying, for me, as someone who has always been in a relationship, someone who is always constantly dating, I have learned, I'm in college. I need to finish this and get a degree, get a job, get some internships, do something because I can't spend most of my day worrying about if my girlfriend likes me or if she's my soulmate or whatever. I mean, every girl I've dated has told me, "You're the one for me." And of course, in my mind, I was like, "You're kind of the one for me?" I don't know. I don't know if that makes me a bad person, but you don't know until you try it. And that's the point of dating. The point of dating isn't to just magically start loving someone because you told each other you're boyfriend and girlfriend. It's to see, okay, can I develop a future with them? Can I get married to them? Can I live with this person? Is this the person that I want to go to dinner with every night? Is this someone I can sit in the car with and listen to their playlist and not get pissed off? That's how you know you love somebody. You know you love somebody if they can put on their crappy playlist in the car and you not get mad. Because when I ride in the car with my friends, I want the aux. I don't like to listen to other people's music, you know? I have a friend, well, actually, I have multiple friends that play really crappy music. They'll play like this weird hardcore rap, which I'm not saying rap's cool. I like rap, but I'm just saying this hardcore rap and they want to jam it, or like this like really heavy metal. And I'm just like, dude, I just want to chill out. Like, I'm sorry that to you, I'm just some like indie kid that likes really crappy music, but I just want to chill. Yeah, I don't want to listen to, I mean, I like metal. I listen to it, but I have to be in a mood. It's not something I can just have on repeat. And I don't get how people can just like listen to the same kind of music all day long. Like, I like metal. I like rap. I like country. I really do. I'm not country, but I like country. But people can listen to it all day long. They don't turn it off. And I'm like, dude, do you not have a headache from because it's aggressive. You can't be aggressive 24/7. I mean, you got to kind of mellow out sometimes. And I know people who listen to rap 24/7. And I'm like, do you like singing? Do you like to hear vocals or is it just rap? I like both. I like it all. If you looked on you know what? I'm about to end the podcast, but before I go, I want to tell you what I have on my Spotify because I think you'll get a kick out of this. The last song I liked on Spotify, Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra. Um dun, 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 that song. I have some rap. I remember in uh middle school I really liked Lupe Fiasco. Fiasco. I swear sometimes I feel like I don't know how to talk. But Lupe Fiasco, I'm not even gonna say it. Fiasco. He did I don't know what his most popular song is. No one really talks about him. But I have a few of his songs saved. I always liked Kick Push because in middle school and high school I thought I was a skater kid. It's about skating, so I liked that song. Um, let's see. I have the US Army uh theme song. Um, I don't know why I'm not in the army. Just like Army Strong, that's what it's called. From the US Army Field Band. I just like the dun 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 dun, dun. I have a lot of like lo-fi, like I have By the Sea by CBAKL. All these like lo-fi artists need to like get real names because I don't know how to pronounce them. I can't pronounce them. I have Peach Pit, which is like a kind of indie. I have Mac DeMarco. I have some like I have the 1975, the Black Keys. I have some Jack White, Paul McCartney. Oh man, so many things. And then I have like some indie music by artists I can't even like pronounce. Marvin Gaye, Miles Davis, Alexi Murdoch, which is like my favorite folk singer. Acid Ghost, Daywave. And then I have some metal. I have I Prevail. I have really bad metal taste according to my metal friends. I have Billie Eilish. I have Oliver Tree. I have the Japanese House. I have Japanese Breakfast. I have Johnny Goff. Candlebox. A band called Issues. Thundercat. It's just all over the place, man. It's Regina Spektor, which is one of my favorite singers. Wow. Apparently I really like The Fray. I love The Fray. I have so many Fray songs saved on Spotify. They're a good band. Very wholesome. Very wholesome. What happened to wholesome music? I feel like music now is like aggressive. It's not about, you know, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm just saying like everything I hear on the radio now is like trying to I don't not necessarily protest. I mean, it's not the 60s or 70s, but I don't know. I feel like everything's dramatic now. Everything's either I get money, I screw hose. I'm trying to watch my language on here. Screw hose. I get money. Uh, got a Glock. Or something about a woman's booty in 2020, by the way, which is, we're all supposed to be pro-feminist, but then we're allowed to get away with talking about women's butts on the radio. Come on. Come on. I mean, let's be real. If we really were woke, would we be listening to this music? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it has a good beat, so hip hop beats are getting pretty good, but they're so easy to program. You just go into your DAW, your digital analog workstation, I think is what it stands for. I don't know. I know Logic Pro's my DAW, but it's so easy to make music now. I mean, you can really just click where you want the kick to go, click where you want the snare to go, just make sure it's in time, change the tempo. Melodies don't even have to be good anymore. I'm no piano player. I dabble with the keys, but I know chords, I know scales, major and minor scales. I know more on guitar, but it's all muscle memory at this point. But really, I mean, songs just have to be dung ding. I was about to do a Snoop Dogg song, so I was like, I stopped myself because I was doing a Snoop Dogg song, but they're all like bing, bung, bing, bung, bung, bing, bung, bing, bung, bung, bing, bung, bing, bung. Any a monkey could do that. You just go to your little keyboard, your MPK Mini, which everyone has. I mean, I have it, freaking love it. I don't know why everyone has it, but you can just go bing, boom, bing, boom, 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 bing, boom, bing, boom, 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 bing, ding, 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 ding. Or a lot of it's like very minor, like. I need to stop the podcast. I'm going on a rant. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed me ranting about whatever, nothing important for the past 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. I try to keep it chill. I'll try not to talk about, major issues. I feel like you probably get enough major you hear about a lot of major issues on Twitter and things like that. You're probably exhausted from it. And they're a podcast for that. This is really just me kind of ranting, talking about random things that I think about. I still think about, big problems in the world, but I try not to talk about it in this podcast because, it's just a chill spot. If you just want to chill, you want to listen to someone talk, maybe you have a long drive. I don't know. I like to listen to people talk about anything. I don't care. Sometimes you just want to hear someone's voice, but I don't know. Maybe you're lazy and you don't want to go talk to your friends. So you listen to a podcast. Nothing wrong with that. I've been there all the time. Sometimes you just don't want to interact with somebody, so you listen to a podcast. It's good to hear someone's voice. Sometimes you like to hear what they have to say. We all have different brains, different opinions. You like to pick other people's brains. We're keeping it open-minded. It's 2020. Keep it real.